in the Emerald City, and when you think about Seattle, you think about Ichiro, and when you think about Ichiro, you think about 10-time All-Star, 19 years in the big leagues, 14 of those with the Mariners, and you've had a chance over the years, Bobby V, to get to know the one and only Ichiro, and we were just talking about him. He sounds like one of the most interesting men in baseball.
Yeah, if you actually get to know him, he's really a recluse, you know. I mean, he is so hard to figure out and to get to know, you wouldn't believe. But back in 1995, I was managing in Japan. It was his second year in Japan as a professional in the big leagues. All that anyone was talking about was how this name, one name, first name, how dare you, on the back of his uniform in Japan, was going to replace the great Sadahara O in the minds of people as the greatest player in Japanese history. Who's this skinny little kid? Well, I got to see him opening day. He ran down the first base in 3.3 seconds on a ground ball to the first baseman that he beat out, huh? Yeah, and it was hit pretty hard, too. Well, this dude went on to win the batting championship that year, to absolutely amaze me with his ability on the field. But then I got to know him. He's kind of a math genius. I got on an elevator once, and there were 60 floors to go up on. And he said, at any time, tell me what floor we're going to stop on, and I'll add up all the numbers that just preceded us. And he did it like that. He can multiply 3 numbers in his head. Huh? 3 digits times 3 digits. Who does that stuff? But this is a guy who, after doing what he did in his career, is today, understand, in Seattle, working for the team. He gets in full uniform at 3 o'clock. He goes out to the mound in the bullpen. He pitches for an hour from the mound to rookie players, throwing all pitches at great velocity and great break. Yeah, this guy is something different when I tell you. And Shohei Ohtani grew up thinking, maybe someday I could be Ichiro. And today he's going to get to perform before the master.
And how much did you want him in New York with the Mets?
Well, we even go there. So I saw him in 95, huh? And I loved everything I saw about him. Now, you fast forward a few years, I'm managing in New York, and in 2001, he becomes a free agent. Every team gets a chance to bid on him. And I'm in our boardroom. Hey, this guy would be perfect. This guy would be perfect. This guy would be perfect. And I had one of my executives say, why do we need a guy who hits singles in our outfield? And I said, well, what if he hit 200 of them? How would that be? And it turned out he hit 247 hits that year, got signed by the Mariners because they had the highest bid at $13 million, and we came up a lousy $6 million short on the posting price. So I often wonder what it would have been like if Ichiro was in the outfield after the team that I brought to the New York Mets in 2001 now needed one more outfield. It might have been different.
You saw the legend of Ichiro in Japan. You know how big of a legend he is there. Is the legend of Shohei Ohtani starting to get closer to what Ichiro was, or is that going to be a long time coming?
Because of social media, he's actually bigger now than Ichiro ever was.
That's a great point.
You know, but in Japan, you know, they love brand, and Ichiro is the #1 brand, and Shohei is trying to get up there on the ledger.
And when Shohei first came into the league and they visited Seattle, the tradition is you got to seek out the elder. Shohei went over to shake hands with Ichiro, and Ichiro ran away. But he came back. It was a sight to behold.
The
one and only
He didn't have
Ichiro.